So the way that I see different months being correlated, like a sell in May and go away kind of thing, I see that as the broken clock being right twice a day approach, where it will occur, right? Like you will see that line up every once in a while where, yeah, man, like I sold in May and that was the right move, and now well, we're back in September and I'm starting to buy, and man, that just works out great. That will work every once in a while, but that's not what you want to base your decisions on. What you want to base your decisions on is what is the current health of the market right now. Well, what's the current mood like? And the way that you're going to do that is by take a look at the five major indexes, right? Take a look at the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, the New York Stock Exchange, and the Dow. Take a look at them across time frames. See, well, is it moving up, down, or sideways on monthly charts, on weekly charts, on daily charts? That's going to give you tremendous insight into the forest, the trees, and the leaves, and how the seasons are changing. That's not the only thing that you want to do, right? You don't want to just figure out what's happening on the indexes. You want to see what's happening in the stocks that you actually care about, right? So you want to figure out what's the criteria that's going to give you conviction in a stock, right? Take some time, take a paper, take a pen, and write out everything that will give you conviction in a stock. Maybe it needs to have earnings be at a certain level. Maybe it needs to have certain quarterly sales or a certain return on equity, right? Maybe it needs to have a great story. Maybe it needs to belong to a fantastic industry group. It could be a wide variety of things, but whatever is going to give you conviction in a stock, take time to write it down and let it be clear. Then anything that doesn't make it onto that list is absolute noise, right? You don't want to pay attention to all those things. If the PE ratio is not on your conviction list, then guess what? You're not paying attention to, right? If what somebody says on CNN or Fox Business or on Twitter or wherever, if that's not on your list of something that's going to give you conviction, guess what you're not paying attention to, right? You're only focusing on what is on this list. Then that is the thing that's going to give you so much clarity, because when you look at your list of stocks and these are all of your conviction ideas, if you see those setting up in bullish patterns, then you're going to start to get bullish. If you see them starting to roll over and start to get bearish, that's going to help you get out of the market faster. That's the thing that actually got me out of the market right up here on February 21st, before we started rolling over, because everything just started crap in the bed, right? Well, all the stocks in my portfolio started to roll over and trip the stops, locking in gains. Then I looked at the stocks on my watch list. Those were falling as well. And that was before we made that major dip. So fantastic. Gave that insight. Then more recently, it started getting me in around back here, and then this week, right, like we're still chopping around this week, 22 setups, right? Like it was unbelievable how many stocks were setting up, among them Zoom, Teladoc, Netflix, DocuSign, Dexcom, and so many others, Tesla. It's just so many opportunities. It's like, man, like everything is setting up right now. Like this is the time to start stepping on the gas. And you know what? Now the prices are heading higher in all those names, even while the indexes are still moving sideways. So if you have a list of stocks that you have conviction in that are leading stocks, then they will give you leading actions that you should take. That's what you should be looking at. Don't worry so much about what's anecdotal of sell in May and go away, or this month being correlated to that month. Pay attention to the mood of the market, what's happening now, and if you have a conviction list, where they get super clear on what that is, and those stocks will be your best guide. If you need help with any of that stuff, reach out to me. I do a lot of webinars. We have them posted on marrowolf.com/events. Check that out, and yeah, reach out to me, drop comments down below. If you like the video too, like it and subscribe. I think that's the first time that I ever asked anybody to subscribe to this channel, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.